My name's Diamond. I'm 15. I'm a rapper from East London, and I'm gonna be talking to you about my track called The Messiah. I feel like I'm quite experimental. Like, I've done drill, I've done Afro-Swing, I've done UK rap. I'm just trying to like be versatile, basically. Like, for most of my tracks, like I just think of like the first line of it, and then I just continue from there. Like, not a lot of them have like a, backstory or like inspiration. It's just like, I do most of my writing like in my room, but like when like a bar comes to me, like I will just like probably like freestyle a little bit around it and like see like kind of try to picture out like where I want the rap to go. My style has changed a lot from after COVID, so like when people hear it, they're like, oh, like it's kind of like a different side to me, because like it's a change from like my Afro swing, usual slow type of thing. It's like more aggressive and everything, so it's usually a positive reaction, and I like the reaction I get from people, and I like people knowing that I can like do more than one thing. So the beginning is, I am the chosen one, they call me the Messiah, but that don't mean that you won't get spun. A Messiah is the chosen one, like the savior of the people or whatever. So it's like, oh, like I'm the chosen one, I'm like the Messiah, but that don't mean that you won't get like spun on a track or anything. Like, stepped in clean with a fresh white tee and my Obsidian Jordan ones. Look, I'm about to blow like ISIS. 2 shows in a day on the O2 stage. Your team never did it like I did. Like, I did 2 shows in a day. Like, you're never gonna do it like me, this and that and stuff like that. It's kind of, just kind of like bragging and stuff. Your team never did it like I, J, K, but I ain't rolling. Got a white thing like Phil Foden, got a brown skin and he won't stop phoning. Like, darling, please stop moaning. Like, darling, please stop phoning. Like, I'm saying your team ain't never did it like I, but it's like I, J, K, like I'm joking. But then JK rolling like the author. And then I say I got a white thing like Phil Foden, like I got a white boy on my phone and like he looks like Phil Foden, the football player. And then I have a brown skin as well, like I've got all different types on my phone, but really, like my parents hear that, it's a bit mad still. Like I don't have things on my phone, I'm a good girl. And you better not talk too tough on the net, don't act like you won't get. Nah, kidding, I don't do blades, but you can still hold these 16 bars to your head and I won't hold back. Or an 8 bar to your chest like cardiac arrest, now he's having a heart attack. I say like, don't talk too tough on the net unless you won't, like you'll get, and then like the word in the blank is meant to be like sprayed or whatever, but like I don't do that stuff. So I'm like, nah, kidding, I don't do blades, but I can like hurt you with basically my bars. Like, you can still hold these 16 bars to your head and I won't hold back. And 8 bar to chest, cardiac arrest, heart arrest, yeah. Man got sent to the lard and back, said man got sent to his yard and back. And I did that show that day at Wembley stage and I want my payment. These coding is way too blatant. When we in school, nobody writes statement. I did 2 shows on Wembley stage one time as a part of this competition that I was in like a couple years ago. And it was like, I'm just saying like I want my payment, like, cause it was a big show, so it was like, I didn't get paid, so it was like, but exposure still, so it's like I don't really mind. These coding is way too blatant. When we in school, nobody writes statements. So when we were in school and you get in trouble, you don't write statements. Or if you do write a statement, you make sure your friends, all of your friends' statements are coordinated so you don't get in trouble. Like, it's just like kind of like teenager things, like secondary school things, like. And I spun that girl way back, now she knows never to send for a diamond. Kill MCs in first degree, chains, earrings, jewelry, shining. Stepped in clean with a new tracksuit, please tell them don't step on my Nikes. Calling me babes, but I can't be wifey. Better than me, Young G, unlikely. So that Young G, unlikely bar, I have like a song called Unlikely that I wrote a couple years ago. And one of the bars is better than me, Young G, unlikely. So I thought like I'd put it in this song. I can see why these rappers don't like me. When have I missed a beat like never? Got a new jacket and it's all black leather, pair it with an all white sweater, and if she don't play chess, then I might just check her. Look, I am the chosen one. They call me the greatest, but that don't mean that you won't get spun. Nah, you can still hold it. Diamond's colder, you know it. Diamond's cold and you know it. That's just like, it's just all pretty self. Like, I can't really like go into that. It's just bars, Who that? Says she the queen. I never knew that. We was like, who that? Best in the scene, and I already proved that. Screw that. They didn't want beef and they knew that. They didn't want beef and they knew that. Look, knew they couldn't do that. And like by those lines, it's just like they don't want beef, like they don't want lyrical beef with me, like especially when I started rapping. Like, I've always been very like aggressive and like my first few raps were kind of like very like dissing kind of nobody type of thing. So it's like if it ever comes to like a thing where I have to battle rap someone, like they wouldn't want the beef. She said she's the queen. I never knew that. Like she's claiming she's the best on the scene or whatever for her age. She said she's the queen of rap, but I never knew that. Like to be honest, I think like I'm one of the best in the scene for my age, to be honest. So if she says she's a queen, I don't know of it, you know. Ollie doesn't know of it. Like, who is she? Like, like, yeah, nah, she can't be the queen because so essentially the queen. I never knew that. Screw that. Best in the scene, and I already proved that. If she wants smoke, then I'm coming with two. And that line is just kind of like you interpret it yourself. I'm coming with two, whatever. If she wants lyrical smoke, then I'll come with two bars, 4 bars, 6 bars, 8 bars. She just doesn't want it. Like basically, I'm just too cold. Stepped in clean with a fresh white tee and my Obsidian Jordan 1s. And then that's my track called The Messiah. If you want to feel the bars, you have to come and see me live, you know what I'm saying?